Hi everyone, and welcome to the first Teacher Tea and Chats. So let me start off. What's your name, where are you from, and what do or did you teach?
Okay, so my name is Julian and I am from the UK and I used to teach English and science in China.
Brilliant. So let's start at the very beginning. When did you
Sure.
come to China?
So I came to China in 2017.
Okay.
I was 22 years old at the time.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, I know.
And what made you want to come and teach in China? What was it that led you here?
That is a very good question. So it was back in university days. So I graduated in physical geography. So I spent most of my time in Switzerland, up in the mountains. Oh, it was really nice. I used to have a professor called Professor David Collins. And as we, progressed through our degree, me and him became really good friends, actually. We had great passion for science. We had great passion for the environment. I started my master's at the start of 2016.
Oh, wow, okay.
So we was just about to graduate from my master's in physical geography with glaciers. Unfortunately, we actually went on holiday to Croatia, and I don't want to go too much into detail, but unfortunately he passed away.
Oh, I'm
While
sorry.
we were swimming in the ocean.
Oh,
And, it was. But after that, I hit a brick wall. I lost motivation. I lost, a good friend, and I was in a very dark place at that time, and I didn't end up finishing my masters, and I felt lost. So I wanted to run away the furthest place I could, and I came to China. I went round to apply for a couple of jobs. I went school to school with I went old-fashioned.
Impressive.
Yeah, went to, one of the schools took me in, Guakai International School at the time, and they gave me a chance. But then I realised my passion changed. He sparked an interest for me in something I never thought I would have liked. I never used to be into science. You could ask my mum. I was, into music. I loved playing drums.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I changed into science. And it wasn't me, it was him. It was his influence. So I realised I wanted to do what he did for me, for other, people.
That's so strong.
Yeah, and I just wanted to then continue his legacy of being a great teacher.
But that's a really powerful story, and thank you for sharing that. So you've been spreading that message now since 2017.
Yes.
In Qingdao.
In Qingdao, yes.
The whole time till now, 2025.
Until now, yes.
And you started off, as you say, at this school teaching science.
Yeah, that was right.
And then what's been at that point, you didn't have a master's, but you had a bachelor's degree.
Correct.
And a TEFL.
Yes,
that
correct.
all-important TEFL.
Yes, so I got my TEFL. I did. So when I was on my tourist visa, I spoke to the
and then you got work
principal.
visa to actually work.
That's it.
Entered the country
of
on
course.
tourist visa.
So he sent me back. He said, "Look, you come back with your TEFL. You come back with your working visa. We'll sort it all out for you." I said, "I will be back." And it took me maybe a month and a half, 2 months, and I came back all qualified, ready to start work. And then I was in that position for 2 years. 3 years, then 2020 came along, COVID, and that's where things all changed. I actually had a daughter during 2020, so it was actually perfect for me because we was locked down together, so I felt very privileged to be able to raise my daughter,
I think there was a lot of babies born during COVID.
I bet, that's
soon
it.
after. But
after having my daughter, I think that's when things really changed in my mind. I wanted to, really push myself as hard as I could. So I went to the principal and I saw the school going in a direction that I thought, have you ever thought about this direction? So I approached them with a proposal, and long story short, a year after that, I became the foreign principal of the school.
Wow.
Yeah.
But there's a theme here. You went knocking door to door with your CVs when you first entered China, and then you had a vision or something that maybe you didn't agree with or had some other ideas for the direction the school was going in. And again, you had the tenacity,
yes, you could say
constant
that.
determination, all wrapped into one, to go to the principal and say, you know, hey, I've got some other ideas, can we work together to change this potentially? And so from that point, so you were 5 years as
correct, yes,
foreign
to this
principal?
point, yeah, 5 years. So when we first gave the position, you know, the principal at the time, she was very, I think she saw my passion, you know, and it was very nice for her to trust me and put me in that position. And then to not let her down, I worked 24/7 for that first 2 years to set up the new departments that we've opened, to make sure, you know, I proved myself to her, you know, that you know, so it's not easy. You have to really, really prove yourself, you know, before you can even prove it to others. So I worked really hard for the 2 years, and then I'm really proud of where we went from there. We really changed the lives of the kids in Qingdao. Yeah.
Cool. So what did you do qualifications wise to kind of cement or feel that you could take on a position like that?
Yes.